Calaroga Shark Media.
Hi and welcome to Entertainment Daily, a short roundup of the top entertainment stories in today's news. Comedy Central is reaching back to the past to keep its long-running show, The Daily Show, going in the present. This from Variety. After scuttling a months-long search for a new host, the Paramount Global Network said it has enlisted Jon Stewart, who presided over the late night's mainstay most popular era, to serve as its host on Monday nights throughout the 2024 election cycle and to run the program. He is expected to play an oversight role at Daily that could extend through 2025 and will start his on-air duties February 12th. Various Daily Show correspondents will host the program Tuesday through Thursday nights, and Jen Flanz, the current executive producer, will continue her duties on the show. Jon Stewart is the voice of our generation, and we are honoured to have him return to Comedy Central's The Daily Show to help us make sense of this insanity and division roiling the country as we enter the election season, said Chris McCarthy, President-CEO of Showtime MTV Entertainment. In our age of staggering hypocrisy and performative politics, Jon is the perfect person to puncture the empty rhetoric and provide much-needed clarity with his brilliant wit. Stewart made his own announcement on X after the news broke, saying he's decided to enter the transfer portal for my last year of eligibility. Stewart is the persona most closely identified with Daily and turned it from Comedy Central's bid to be a part of the late-night landscape into a cultural institution that became a touchstone for much of TV's younger crowd. Since his exit in 2015, Stewart has tended to other projects. He has been an executive producer of CBS's Late Show with Stephen Colbert and led a weekly foray into topical humor on Apple's streaming service, a show called The Problem with Jon Stewart that did not gain as much traction as his tenure on Daily. Comedy Central has been under intense scrutiny over the past year as it tested out a wide range of potential hosts, including Leslie Jones, Cal Penn, Sarah Silverman, and the abrupt departure of Trevor Noah at the end of 2022. Executives have been determined to keep the program a signature series for both the network and its parent, Paramount Global, particularly in an election year. Graphic AI images of Taylor Swift are sweeping the internet, showing the singer in a series of explicit ads themed around the Kansas City Chiefs in the latest example of the disturbing rise in deepfake porn. This from dailymail.com. They are hosted on Celeb Jihad, one of the many deepfake porn websites in existence that continue to outrun cybercrime investigators. Swift has been a regular at Chiefs games over the last 6 months to support her boyfriend, star player Travis Kelce. The images are the latest to be hosted by Celeb Jihad, which was previously wrapped up in a string of indecent scandals. In 2017, the website was sued by celebrities for posting explicit images that had been hacked from their phones and iCloud accounts. The abhorrent sites hide in plain sight, seemingly cloaked by proxy IP addresses. According to an analysis by independent researcher Genevieve O that was shared with the Associated Press in December, more than 143,000 new deepfake videos were posted online this year, which surpassed every other year combined. There are mounting calls for the website to be taken down and the owners criminally investigated. Prince Harry and Meghan Markle's friendship with Paramount boss Brian Robbins will help them as they eye up a new TV streaming deal, a branding expert said today. The Duke and Duchess of Sussex were invited to Jamaica for a Bob Marley film premiere by the family of Mr. Robbins, with whom they are personal friends. The father of three is a top Hollywood name who is the chief executive of Paramount Pictures and Nickelodeon and lives with his stylist wife, Tracy James, in Los Angeles. The Sussexes' friendship with the Robbins family is notable given Harry and Meghan are likely to be searching for new forms of income, with their £80 million Netflix deal expiring next year and their £15 million Spotify contract having ended early last June. It is also intriguing that Paramount owns Comedy Central, which airs South Park. An episode of the show last February entitled The Worldwide Privacy Tour mockingly depicted Harry and Meghan on a publicity blitz to promote Harry's book. Wah! Brand and culture expert Nikki E told Mail Online that it was time for Harry and Meghan to shop around and look where they can land their next ratings winner. He also said they would likely be getting tips for Archwell Productions and could also be pitching ideas for children's content for Nickelodeon and scripted shows for Paramount Plus, which is available for £7 a month in the UK and $6 a month in the US. Mr. Robbins is a friend to many Hollywood stars and was seen posing with Tina Fey and Lindsay Lohan at the Mean Girls premiere in New York just a fortnight ago. TJ Holmes says he's now scared to speak my mind, following the release of a podcast episode in which Holmes and Amy Robach recorded one of their real-life arguments as a couple, the hosts responded to the backlash from commenters. A new episode of Amy and TJ featured the couple exploring how race plays into Holmes' fear of being wrongly perceived. The 50-year-old began, "I flat out said to both of you," meaning Robach and the producer, right there on the phone at 4:30 in the morning, East Coast time, "that I don't want to put this out because this is going to, I fear, be viewed as a black man beating up on a white woman." Now, if anybody took their time and listened to that podcast, obviously I was not yelling, screaming. He continued, "I wasn't doing anything. Now we are a couple who's having a disagreement, so obviously neither of us are having our best moments." Holmes was right, as some comments did define his behavior by the fact that he's a black man. For Robach, it was a lesson in being in an interracial relationship. That would never have crossed my mind. Race, the fact that you're black and I'm white, would never have crossed my mind, and that's kind of to your point, she said. You have to think about things that I don't have to think about. And honestly, it took me a second to kind of wrap my head around it. Once you explained it, and once we've seen the reaction, a light bulb went off for me in a way. And it's just a constant learning curve. But, and I've said this the whole time, I don't know what I don't know. And every day I learn more about what I don't know. Robach confirmed, despite fan assumptions, that their relationship conflicts are healthy. "I have never had more respectful disagreements with anyone in my life than I have with you," she said. Holmes and Robach's Raw podcast, which featured the argument, was focused on their relationship issues. The heated conversation showed the pair confronting communication deficits in the relationship when Robach called Holmes moody. He admitted he usually doesn't share his really bad days with his girlfriend. The couple filmed the episode in their living room, and it came as a surprise to the entire podcast team. Holmes said, "We ain't right. You and I aren't okay right now," of pitching the Raw podcast idea. I said, "You know what? Let's set up and do a podcast." Some commenters assumed Holmes and Robach would call it quits after the argument, but they didn't. "We just wanted to check in and let you know that despite what you've been hearing, we are still together," the pair shared on Instagram after the flood of comments started. More entertainment in just a moment. Sofía Vergara has a new dating rule. During an appearance on Watch What Happens Live last night, the 51-year-old revealed that she won't date someone who is more than 2 years younger than her. The actress' admission came during a discussion about Puerto Rican musician Bad Bunny name-checking her in his track Monaco. As Vergara admitted, she threw my phone when she found out about the shout-out from the rapper, 29. Fellow guest Alexia Napola noted, "And by the way, he's single. Would you ever date him?" The Real Housewives of Miami star then asked her, "Well, no, let's not go crazy. He is younger than my son, Manolo." Manolo was 32, responded Vergara, who shares her son with ex-husband Joe Gonzalez. "Is that the rule? They can't be younger than your son?" asked host Andy Cohen. Napola, also 56, agreed and added, "For me, that's always been that. I've always had that rule." But the Griselda star took it a step further. "To me, they can't be younger than 50. I'm 51. "Really?" asked Cohen. "Okay, 49, she clarified, adding with a laugh, "I'm intelligent." "Wow, I'm screwed by that rule," joked Cohen. Vergara, whose estranged husband Joe Manganiello, also shed further light on Bad Bunny name-checking her on WWHL and revealed that the shout-out was a surprise. "I didn't know he was going to do it," admitted the Modern Family alum. "It was super exciting. I love him." In Monaco, which features on his 5th studio album, Bad Bunny sings, "Sofía Vergara is beautiful, but she is more beautiful in person." Vergara responded to the singer showing his love for her on Instagram back in October, sharing a clip from the music video with the caption, "You're more beautiful," at Bad Bunny PR. Kiss emojis. And there you have it. Please follow us on Spotify, Apple, or your app of choice. If you like the show, hit those 5 stars. It really helps us out. I'm Mark Francis. My thanks to John McDermott. This is Entertainment Daily.